Hey guys, Nove here with a little Twitter Q&A gaming Q&A video, and I saw this on Twitter. I was like, I might as well make a video of this since, you know, not many people follow me on Twitter. If you're not following me on Twitter already, it's @snowful103_. So let's, I guess, start things off with number one. I have this pulled up on my phone. Very first video game. That would have to be Sonic Adventure DX on the GameCube. Number two, your favorite character. Let's see. So it's between two characters. It's either Minato Arizato or Makoto Yuki, however you call him in Persona 3, or Dante from the DMC series. All Devil May Cry, basically. I'm gonna say, I'll say Dante because I like Dante a lot. Since I like character design, his story, powers, you know, everything. I like how he's a demon, so, you know, Dante's a pretty cool character. Plus, I like how he just eats pizza all day and, like, kills shit, so that's pretty cool. Game that is underrated, Final Fantasy 13, to me, is like it's not one of the best Final Fantasies. I mean, I don't say that before I get crucified. But, it is one of my favorite Final Fantasy games besides Final Fantasy 6, that being number one, but, Final Fantasy 13 is pretty much number two for me, for being my favorite Final Fantasy game. And the reason why, well, there's obviously many reasons why Final Fantasy 13 is very underrated, because A, the battle system, what I actually enjoy, which many people don't enjoy, I actually enjoy the battle system. The music I loved, the characters, I liked the majority of them. The only character I think I didn't like was Vanille, but that's like a nitpick. And some people like Vanille, some people do like Vanille. That's besides the point. The voice acting, I think the voice acting was great in Final Fantasy 13. I think the voice cast was also great. Troy Baker was there. Who else was there? I think Colin's voice actor from Code Geass is there. I think. No, never mind. I'm thinking of someone else. That's Karen Strassman. That's Colin. I'm trying to think. Who did Lightning's voice? I forgot who did Lightning's voice. But I'll probably have that pop up somewhere. But I just love Final Fantasy 13 so much. So it's a game that isn't given a chance, and when it is given a chance, people just find every way possible to shit on it. So I'd say give the game a chance, play it, you know, play through the whole thing, you know. And the game's not that bad. Like, I guess the problems with that game was, like, quote unquote too linear. When Final Fantasy X was, as most people say, it's their favorite Final Fantasy game of all time. If you really think about it, Final Fantasy X is very linear as well until you get the airship from Sid. So I don't know where the complaint from too linear came from. And the characters in Final Fantasy X, Tidus is like your generic main character. Auron is just your generic badass. Wakka, Lulu's kind of cool. Riku and Yuna are just there, I guess. Who else is in that game? Gamari is just cool, I guess. Like, none of the characters really, like, pop out. Like, the villains aren't that, I guess, interesting either. Like, Seymour, I think, is just... He was just way too drawn out in the game. I think Yunalesca... I mean, you can't really count Yunalesca as a villain. But that fight was, Jecht. I like Jecht as a character since he's not really considered a villain. He's more like just doing what he had to do. He's more like a moral gray. But, yeah, Jecht kind of does have some plot holes to him. And, you know, I like Final Fantasy X for all intents and purposes. It's a good game. It's just not my favorite. It's not what I would suggest it if you're trying to get into Final Fantasy. That was me just going on a tangent. Let me actually move on to the next question. Let's see. Your guilty pleasure game. I don't really have one, really, because I don't play any games that just... I don't really have one. Let's see. Number 5, game character you feel most like or wish you were. That's a hard question. What's the video game character that I think I would want to be like? Well, I guess Minato from Persona 3. I'm the young Minato Arizato, so let's go with that. Most annoying character, Yukari Takeba from Persona 3. Best soundtrack, Persona 3. Saddest scene when Minato dies in Persona 3 and when Aigis has her existential crisis in the epilogue of Persona 3 FES. Or when, I'm trying to think, what was another thing? When Jecht and Auron, I guess, not meet, when you have to like, kill Jecht, I guess, quote unquote, you have to kill Jecht when he's already dead. when Orin goes back to being a Faith, I believe. I forget what happens to Orin. Or, let's see, what's something else that I think is pretty sad? Everybody's deaf in Nier Automata, since I finished that recently. What else is there? There's another sad scene I'm thinking of. When Shion dies in Kingdom Hearts 3/5/2 days, since that's my favorite Kingdom Hearts game. And I think that might be it for sad scenes. Gaming system of choice. Well, me, I don't really have like a loyalty to like a system or a company. I just play whatever I think is cool and fun. So, I guess what I would suggest, or my choice, I guess PlayStation and any Nintendo console. Game everyone should play. Oh, like I said, Final Fantasy 13. That's a game everybody should play, and at least try out. Well, let me not say that because that game gets bashed too much. Let's see. Let's think of a game that everyone should play. Transistor. Transistor is the game everyone should play. I think that's a really cool game. A really good game that people should play. Where am I? Oh, there we go. A game you play more than 5 times. Can't really think. I guess Okami. Okami is a game I played more than 5 times. Devil May Cry 3 was a game I played more than 4 times. 5 times, I mean. Let's see. I know my brother played Persona 4 like, what, 3 times, I think? 3 or 4 times? I'm not sure. Funny enough. What else is there? I'm trying to think of a game that I played. Oh, Pokemon Black, like we're doing on the channel. Let's see, what else is there? Yeah, majority of Pokemon games I played more than 5 times, but I guess a game that really sticks out the most is Okami. It's a game I played like this shit out of. Current or most recent video game wallpaper. I'll have an image pop up somewhere of the wallpaper I have right now. On my desktop, it's just Igus. Let's see, where is this? Oh, wallpaper. Post a screenshot from a game you're playing right now. A screenshot of Blaze Blue should be popping up somewhere on the screen where I'm just practicing. Let's see. Game with the best cutscenes. Let's see. Game with best cutscenes would have to be. Let's think about this. Actually, I don't know what's a game with with the best cutscenes I've seen at least. I want to say Shadow of Colossus, but the thing with Shadow of Colossus, like they're cutscenes, but it's more like just exposition in those cutscenes, so it's not like anything like eye-catching or anything. I'm trying to think of a game with the best cutscenes I've seen. Oh, there we go. Metal Gear Solid. I think Metal Gear Solid has Metal Gear Solid 4 specifically, or Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. One of those 2 games. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance or Metal Gear Solid 4 has like the best cutscenes to me. Favorite antagonist. Let's think. I like Adachi from Persona 4. Let's see. Terumi from Blaze Blue. Mundus, sort of, kind of, from Devil May Cry games. I don't know, like, I don't really think about the antagonist too much in games, like, I guess I like a lot, and who's a good video game villain I like a lot. Yeah, because that's a question, like, no one really asks you when you, like, you know, when you think about it. I guess my favorite antagonist would have to be, I guess, Adachi, since I just like this character and how he like played dumb throughout of most of Persona 4 until the end, until, you know, you knew who he was, and then, you know, that's when he actually started not getting his shit together, but that's when he started acting serious and not this innocent cop on duty. Favorite protagonist? I mean, I don't want to say Minato from Persona 3. I feel like I've answered a lot of questions from Minato from Persona 3. And or Dante from Devil May Cry. Let's see, I'm trying to think of, like my favorite protagonist from a video game. Kind of hard to think about. I guess I could just say Minato and go on my day, but I kind of don't want to say that. I mean, actually, I'll say Ragna. I think Ragna is probably one of my favorite protagonists, because he literally gave up his own existence just so that a cycle wouldn't repeat in the timeline, and that everybody can just go on with their life. So that's why I like Rockman. He sacrificed everything, his whole living being and his own existence, just so everyone could move on. Picture of a game setting you wish you lived in? That's a tough decision. I mean, not really, because I don't... I definitely don't want to live in the world of, definitely don't want to live in the world of Devil May Cry. I can't say anything for Persona, because that's all set in Japan, so that's like... Ikebukuro and shit like that. Like, that's all, like, actual places. Let's see. I guess... Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is more considered anime than a game. There are games of video... There are video games of Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't want to say the world of Okami because Orochi and Yami would fuck you up. I'm trying to think of a video game world I would actually like to live in. I don't want to say... I'm definitely not Legend of Zelda. The worlds look nice and whatnot, but that's... Unless you want to deal with Ganondorf and his fucking bullshit, go right ahead. I'm trying to think of a world I would live in a video game. I don't really have a favorite world to live in, actually, to think about it. Maybe Deus Ex? I like the Deus Ex world, but not segregation. Yeah, segregation's there, since for people who have almost said biotics, that's space. That's more Mass Effect. That's more like augmentations for humans and humans without augmentation. So I don't know. Favorite genre, JRPGs. Best story. If you know me already, I'm about to say Persona 3. I'm trying to think of a good game that has like a really good story. I mean, Final Fantasy 13, in my opinion, well, it doesn't have like the best story I ever played, but you know, the story is decent. Devil May Cry 4. I think Devil May Cry 4 has a good story. Since Nero and his relation to Virgil, which is that being of his son. If you did not know that, I guess spoilers. Nero's related to Virgil. Let's see what else. 22. A sequel that disappointed you. I never really played a sequel that disappointed me because all the games I played don't really disappoint me. I guess Devil May Cry 2, but like since playing that again in recent light of day, I don't think the game is bad. I think it's decent. It's not bad, it's decent. The story is alright. And everybody claims that Dante was an edgelord. I don't really care. Dante's Dante to me. But I guess the story is decent. The gameplay is like... well, the thing about the gameplay is that it just focuses more on, like... It focuses on more gunplay than anything. Did I skip number 10? I might have skipped number 10 for best gameplay. Or I might have. Yeah, I did skip number 10. Whoops, my bad. Best gameplay would have to be not Okami, Ni no Kuni. If you don't know what Ni no Kuni is, I'll have an image pop up somewhere so you guys know how to spell it. But it's Ni space No space Kuni. It's a really great JRPG, and I think the gameplay in that game is like one of the best in JRPGs. Or any of the Tales games. Tales of Beratius is like alright, the gameplay is alright. I just didn't like the transition from like no TP meter to TP meter. But I like the Tales games gameplay. I think those games have the best gameplay for action RPGs as well. Action JRPGs. But for best gameplay, I think that would have to go for Ni no Kuni. I was on a sequel that disappointed. There we go. I was on a sequel that disappointed you. I already answered that. I think. No, Devil May Cry 2 didn't really like disappoint. There's no sequel. Honestly, there's no sequel that I can think of that disappointed me. Best art style. Best art style would have to go to. I would have to go to Transistor because I really like the art style of Transistor. Transistor is also a great game, like I said, for a game that you should play. I would suggest people to play. I would suggest people to play Transistor. Transistor is a great game. The story is good. Gameplay is pretty good. And the soundtrack is amazing. Let's see. Favorite classic title. I mean, very first. I mean, I can't really count GameCube as quote-unquote classic since that's 3D. So I'm thinking of like a 2D classic game. Let's see, what's a good classic game? Let's see. Was it favorite classic title? Favorite would have to be, I guess, the Mega Man Zero series. I really like the Mega Man Zero series. A game on your list to play that would have. I don't really have a game to list to play right now at this very moment. I would say probably South Park, since South Park just came out. South Park Fractured Butthole. It's literally called South Park Fractured Butthole, like butt as in B-U-T and then hole as in W-H-O-L-E, but like when you say that together it's like impossible not to laugh. Best voice acting would have to go to, let's see, Troy Baker. Troy Baker has one of the best, he's probably one of the best video game voice actors. Or if not, that would have to go to, he was one of my, I guess, no, I like Dante's voice actor a lot, I really do. I'm trying to think of a video game voice actor I really like a lot, besides Troy Baker. Yeah, I'm about to go with Troy Baker. I think Troy Baker is probably one of the best voice actors. Oh, best voice acting in a game, I would say Persona, any of the Persona games I really, well, except one in the, I don't know, because like the previous Persona games, like Persona 1, Persona Revelations, Persona 2, Innocent Sin, and Eternal Punishment, I don't know what the dialogue is in that game. I don't think it's like, you know, phenomenal since those games came out earlier than Persona 3, 4, and 5, which shows dialogue in that game, or anything in that game. Anything in 3, 4, and 5 is just amazing. But, you know, best voice acting, I guess, go to Troy Baker, Persona 4, because I like the voice acting. Anything that he does, honestly. Because I don't think there's a game I can think of off the top of my head that's like, the voice acting is just amazing. Because it's all, like, I could just say Persona and be done with it, but like I feel like I should be different. But I'm gonna say Persona anyway. Any Persona games besides, oh, I don't know. I'll have to ask like Postal since he's played Persona 2 and see if the voice acting is like, eh. But for now, I'm gonna say Persona 5 is probably the Persona 5, 4. I'm gonna say, I don't want to say 3 because 3 kind of gives you like limiting options. So does 4. So I'm gonna say 5. I think 5 has the best voice acting. Most epic scene when in Metal Gear Solid 4 when Old Snake, or Solid Snake, I say Old Snake, that's what they call him in the game. He's fighting Liquid Ocelot as the very last cutscene of the game, and it's just two old men fighting, and that's probably the most hype as I've ever been for old men fighting besides Tekken. Favorite game developer? I like all games that I've, you know, played, and I don't really have a favorite, like, game developer, so let me think about this for a second, because I don't think there's, like, any game developer I really, like, not really want, that I really like, that stands out from the rest. Let's see, I'm trying to think, who is... I forget what the guy's name is. I think it's Itsuno for... Actually, no, wait, no. What's the guy's name from Shadow... I'm gonna Google this right now. What's Shadow Colossus game developer? I forgot what the guy's name was, but I think he's probably the best game developer out there. Developer... Oh, like, what was the guy's name? There we go, Fumiru Ueda. I think he's probably one of the best video game developers ever since he made Shadow Colossus, which is getting a HD remaster on PS4. And Shadow Colossus is a game I probably should have said too, is a game that everyone should play. It was a very niche game. It's just a game with 16 bosses in there. But the story is like so, not concise, but more like, the story is very like, not open-ended, but like, I guess a mystery of the fact. That's why I like the game as well. Because the world is just a mystery, the Colossi are just like how they get there and whatnot. Shadow Colossus, if you don't know what it is, you can look it up, or just, I highly recommend that. Transistor and that. Shadow Colossus is probably a game that I would highly recommend anybody to play, because that game is amazing. The soundtrack's even amazing too. Game you're surprised you liked? I don't know, because if there's a game I don't like, I pretty much stay away from it, and if there's a game I know I'll like, I'll play it. I mean, there have been games that I, like, you know, went on my way to play that I've never heard of before. I'm trying to think of a game that I went on my way to play. I'm trying to think. I guess Digimon World 2, since I never really played Digimon World 2 before. I think that's a game I went on my way to play to see how I would like it or not, and I was surprised that I liked it. There are some things I didn't like about the game, but I'm surprised that I was enjoying myself. So yeah, I guess I can say that. Favorite game of all time, I've already said it. My very first game that I played, Sonic Adventure DX. So I know what I should have said for the sequel game, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I really don't like Sonic Adventure 2. The game design and the soundtrack in the game is really good. I really do like Sonic Adventure 2's gameplay, sort of. The soundtrack's amazing. The level design is pretty good too. I just don't agree with any choices they made for that game. And what I just did was the sequel that disappointed. Sonic Adventure DX was a disappointment for me, not for others, just for me. And I'm pretty Postal too. I know Tyree loves Sonic Adventure 2, and that's okay. He can like Sonic Adventure 2. I just don't like it. I think Sonic Adventure 1 is a lot better because I like the open worldness in Sonic Adventure 1. I like the characters, the story. Chaos is probably my favorite villain in any Sonic game ever. Besides Metal Sonic. Soundtrack's really good. And everything about Sonic Adventure 1 I think is just better than Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little Q&A gaming video. Like, comment, subscribe as always, of course, greatly appreciate it. Oh wait, before I go, my links are in the description below. My Twitter, my Twitch, and my Discord group are down there. And I'm gonna do this since Tyree did this in his update video. I'm gonna shout out Tyree and Postal Pizza. Channels are in the description below. They pretty much upload what I upload, but not JRPGs. I'm gonna get Tyree to play. I'm gonna get Tyree to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Watch. I'm gonna get him to do something for Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm gonna get Tyree and Postal to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Just y'all watch if y'all watching this. I'm gonna get y'all on Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright, take care guys. See ya.